Okay, I received some questions from some of you about the way to hold a pick. So, of course, you have to hold the pick in a way that you feel comfortable with. I suggest you to keep the pick between your thumb and your forefinger. Possibly you can maybe support it a little bit with your middle finger. In other words, this is the idea. You keep the pick this way, and maybe you can support it a little bit with your middle finger. I hope it can be clear in your view. Okay, something like this. In other words, try different positions as much as you can. Practice with your pick and see the distance also. Some people prefers it a bit farther. Some other people keep it really near the string. So you can find your own way. I think the most important thing is that basically there's enough surface that can reach the strings. So you will find your own way. But of course, the basic thing is that you keep it between your forefinger and your thumb, basically this way. Also find a material that you like. For instance, I find this plastic. It's very, very good for me. It's quite comfortable. There are other picks that, for instance, are too slippery or they feel kind of weird against your finger. So do a bit of experimentation in this case, and also find. We spoke about thickness of the picks in another lesson. So try to understand what you need from a pick. Okay, so today we're going to see two chords, which are basically the F chord, which we'll find here, and the B chord. We will start with the B chord. First of all, place your forefinger on 2nd fret 1st string, and then you will put your middle finger on 4th fret 4th string. Place your ring finger right below the middle finger on the 3rd string, and then again below your ring finger you place your pinky. Okay, so you have 1st string, 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 2nd fret and 4th fret. And this is the result. This is the chord of B major. You shouldn't play the two lower chords, 5th and 6th string, because the notes don't belong to this chord. Later on, when you will get used to this, we will find a way to play also the 5th and the 6th string. With a thing called bar. It's an anticipation that I give you right now. I give you this anticipation because right now we're going to study the F chord. The F chord can be done in several ways. Today we're going to see a demi-barre. What's a demi-barre? A demi-barre is when you basically use your forefinger to press together the first three strings, first 4th strings. You have to also use your thumb on the back of the neck in a way that you can have a good grip on the strings. Okay, so this is the result that you're going to have. This is a demi-barre. Okay, I can anticipate you. If you want to do a whole bar, then this is it. The forefinger bars the whole of the fretboard. In order to do this, you have to practice a lot. That's why I begin with a demi-barre, which is simpler. It's easier to do. Okay, so the F chord, you start with a demi-barre, and then you will place middle finger on 3rd string, this way. Then you have ring finger on 5th string, and pinky on the 4th string, 3rd fret. Here too, because the 6th string it's an E chord, it's an E note. It doesn't belong to the chord of F. So let's try again. This is the chord of F. So basically, this is the two chords that I wanted you to learn today. One thing that I wanted to bring your attention to is the fact that a chord of B major, if you take off your forefinger and bring it back on the neck 2 frets, you will find this position here. If I had to change my fingers, so if I can put my forefinger, middle finger and ring finger instead of the middle finger, ring finger and pinky, I will get the chord of A. So this shape, the shape of the chord of A, as we saw also in the first part of this lesson, if we move it 2 frets down, it will already give you the position of the chord of B major. I don't know if it's clear. I hope it is. And the same thing belongs to the chord of F major, because if you take off the demi-barre that we did today, you will have this kind of chord shape. If you bring it back, you will get a chord of E. Of course, you can always change your fingers. Maybe same sound, different fingers. What I'm trying to tell you is that basically with one chord shape, you can also have different chords. This is an F, this is an E. Okay? All right. So now let's try a bit of practice. This practice is very simple. We'll do 4 times the chord of B, and then we'll move to 4 times the chord of F. And we go together, okay? So place your fingers in the position of B chord to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a bit of time to change to the chord of F, okay? Demi-barre. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, take a bit of time to change the chord of B. This time we'll try to change in time. So I will give you a time 1, 2, 3, 4. Change F, 2, 3, 4. Let's try a couple of times. Allora, important is that when you change, you stay in time. And I mean this. Okay, this is an example. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see that, of course, I played less times the chords, because once I was late 2 beats and the other time I was late 1 beat. It doesn't matter. The important thing is in music that you stay in time. Why this? Because if you play by yourself, you can play anything you want and you can have a lot of fun, of course. But it's important when you play music, I think that you want to play with other people, or maybe you want to sing while you play. So it's important you keep the time. It's preferable that you maybe lose for a moment the chord, but that you stay in time. So let's try something together and let's try to be in time, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you can practice this, you can stop the video, go back and so on. I'm sure you can have fun even with this one. It's a bit complex right now, but with practice you'll get better at it and you will be able to play with other people, which is just great. Okay, see you in a while.
Playtime, playtime.
Playtime after all this time. Romana Maiori right here.
Hi.
Okay, so what are we going to do today?
Today we play an original song.
An original song, very
original.
important. Yes, you also had to be original. For instance, you could be original by subscribing to our channel and you will find the button around here. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. If you find us near the station, follow us. We can have a coffee together. Absolutely no problem. So, what's the song title?
Yes, Big Effort, Brave Effort.
Big Effort, Brave Effort. That's what we're doing right here. Okay, so let's do it. So, if you liked what you saw and what you heard today, remember to subscribe. We need you. We need your energy. We need your big effort. I'll see you again.
Ciao.
Ciao.